Hello, my beautiful, brilliant Aries souls, and welcome back to Astrology Unlocked. Gather close, you magnificent warriors of the zodiac, because what we are about to explore today is a truth that may already be stirring deep within your spirit. Have you felt it lately? That distant echo of a past battle, a faint tremor in the cosmic fabric that whispers a name you had long since released? You haven't sought this feeling out, have you? But it has found you. You are guided to this message today not by mere chance, but by a profound soul-level recognition. Your inner fire, your magnificent warrior's intuition, senses that a monumental shift is occurring. Because, dear Aries, someone from your past, someone who once tried to dim your incredible light, is now facing the universe's gentle but unyielding law of balance. Their world is unsteady, not because you wished it, but because the universe is in the sacred process of returning the immense, vibrant energy you once so freely gave away. Karma, my friends, isn't always a thunderous clap of lightning. Sometimes it is the slow, quiet, an undeniable return of light to its rightful owner. And that rightful owner is you. To truly grasp the beautiful and empowering justice that is unfolding, we will journey together through 4 sacred gateways of understanding. These aren't doors to past pain. Oh no. These are portals to your own liberation, your own victory, your own reclaimed sovereignty. Are you ready to step through them with me? Let's begin with the first gateway. Here, in this space of gentle observation, we acknowledge the truth. The person who once broke your heart is now breaking down themselves. There is a deep unsteadiness in their spirit, a karmic sickness that comes from disconnecting from a source of pure, vibrant light, your light. Now pause for a moment and take a deep, cleansing breath. Can you feel that old instinctual pull? The warrior's instinct to rush in, to save, to fix? You, magnificent Aries, are a born leader, a protector. You have spent a lifetime lending your fire to those shivering in the cold. You once stood before them, a blazing sun, and offered your warmth, your passion, your strength, believing your light could heal their darkness. You held their hand through their self-made storms, all while your own heart was silently weathering a hurricane. But I need you to hear this, and let it settle into the very core of your being. You do not need to go back. This cosmic signal is not a summons for you to play the healer again. It is the universe's gentle trumpet call, announcing that your tour of duty in that particular battle is over. You have already served with more honor and compassion than anyone could have ever asked. If this message is already resonating deep within your soul, do me a favor right now and affirm this new chapter. In the comments below, let's create a powerful wave of energy together by typing, "My fire is my own." And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our Astrology Unlocked family. We are on this journey together, and I want to make sure you never miss these cosmic updates that are designed just for you. You once believed that if you just loved them harder, fought for them more fiercely, or shone your light brighter, they would finally see your worth. You prayed for them, you made excuses for them, you stood as a shield between them and their own consequences. But my dear brave Aries, you have learned the most sacred lesson of all. Your heart is not a battlefield for others to wage their wars upon. Your kindness is a crown, not a welcome mat, for those who refuse to walk their own path of healing. Someone is falling, yes, but they are not falling because you let go. They are falling because they were holding on to a source of power, your power, that was never theirs to keep. You, with your incredible Aries intuition, can feel this energy shift even from a distance. You don't need to see it or hear it, you just know. The universe is rebalancing the scales. As the great spiritual teachings tell us, karma is simply the universe's memory. It never forgets an act of love, nor an act of betrayal. And now is the time for you to fully release them to their own journey. This is not an act of coldness. It is the ultimate act of self-love. True love, warrior love, understands that some souls can only learn in the crucible of their own choices. Some fires can only be lit from within. I know a part of your generous heart still wishes them peace, but perhaps the question the cosmos is asking you now is, in giving all your peace away, did you ever save enough for yourself? You were not born to simply hold things together for others, dear Aries. You were born to pioneer, to create, to lead, to live a life that is a blazing testament to your own strength and passion. Not every soul you encounter is meant to journey with you to the finish line. Not every hand you offer to lift up will be there to catch you when you stumble. And that is okay. That is a part of the sacred, beautiful, and sometimes painful human experience. So who will hold you now? Who will tend to the embers of your own heart? The answer, my magnificent friend, has always been you. And now, you are being supported by the entire cosmos. You are the one who healed in the quiet moments after the battle was over. You are the one who forgave without ever receiving an apology. You are the one who rose, time and time again, from the ashes of disappointment. Choosing to walk away now, to not get drawn back into their drama, is not selfish. It is sovereign. It is you, standing in your power and lovingly declaring, "This is no longer my fight." Breathe that in. Feel the truth of it. The weight you have been carrying is not, and never was, yours. And what you have yet to realize is that this karmic shift isn't just about them. It's about you. The universe is clearing the path, removing the obstacle, because it is protecting its most valuable warrior for the victory that is to come. And that warrior is you. As we step through the second gateway together, a profound clarity begins to dawn. You feel the truth in your bones, a deep, intuitive knowing that what is happening to them is not a curse you cast, but a mirror they are finally being asked to look into. This isn't about revenge, it is a cosmic wake-up call. You, beautiful Aries, with your heart of gold, never wished them harm. Even in your deepest moments of pain, you were more likely to be found asking the universe to help them, to heal them. You forgave them so many times. You stayed silent when your warrior spirit wanted to scream, all because you believed in their potential, in the goodness you thought you saw within them. Your life was once deeply intertwined with their energy. Perhaps this was a lover, a family member, a friend, someone you championed, someone you fought for, someone whose name you carried in your heart like a sacred prayer. And every time they hurt you, with a careless word, a broken promise, or a deafening silence, you didn't turn your fire on them. Instead, you turned it inward, asking yourself, what did I do wrong? Why am I not enough for them to love me gently? Oh, my dear, powerful soul, they mistook your incredible patience for weakness. They mistook your silence for acceptance. But now, it is your very absence, your powerful, radiant silence, that has become the mirror in which they must finally face themselves. The weariness they feel, that soul sickness, is the echo of the light they once took for granted. You didn't send them darkness. The universe simply reclaimed your light, leaving them to sit with the truth of their own choices. You don't need to fight anymore. You don't need to prove your side of the story. You only need to keep blazing your own magnificent trail forward, because the truth is now speaking for itself, louder than any words you could ever utter. There is a beautiful teaching that says hatred is never overcome by hatred. It is overcome by love. But that love, dear Aries, is no longer your responsibility to give to them. You have already paid your dues. You have loved with the heart of a warrior and the grace of a saint. Now, the universe is showing them what happens when a soul as bright as yours is treated as if it were disposable. And isn't it a strange and cosmic irony? The very person who pushed you away, who made you feel small, is now likely looking at your life from a distance, wondering how you are still shining so brightly. They are witnessing your resilience, your joy, your forward momentum, and it is a silent testament to the power they could not extinguish. Their soul has no place to rest, because the home it once found in your unconditional love has now rightfully closed its doors. Not out of malice, but out of a sacred self-preservation. You, Aries, are an ancient soul in a warrior's body. You came to this earth to lead, to inspire, to love with a passion that can move mountains. But you did not come here to be an endless resource for those who do not understand the value of your light. They saw you as an infinite wellspring, but they forgot that even the most generous well needs to be replenished. And now, as the river of karma changes its course, they are beginning to understand what is truly sacred. I know there may still be a part of you that aches with the memory of it all. The unanswered texts, the moments you felt utterly alone, the times you cried out and were met with indifference. But you no longer need anyone to validate that pain, because the universe itself is validating it for you. Karma is the cosmos saying, I saw it all. I saw your pure heart. And now it is time for balance. So take another deep breath, not to forgive them one more time, but to release the old version of yourself, the one who believed your worth was tied to how much you could endure. You are no longer the peacekeeper in a war you didn't start. This time, all you need to do is keep walking forward into your own brilliant light. The truth has found its way home. Now, my beautiful friend, let us step through the third, most radiant gateway. This is where the magic truly begins to unfold for you. Because this cosmic rebalancing isn't just about what they are losing, it is about what you are now, finally, spectacularly reclaiming. There are things in your life that were taken from you, weren't there? Opportunities that were snatched away, ideas that were dismissed, a sense of confidence that was eroded by constant doubt, a relationship that you poured your entire soul into, only to be left with a feeling of deep spiritual debt, a dream you nurtured so carefully, only to watch someone else try to claim it as their own. You have known loss, Aries. You have known the sting of betrayal. But I want you to hear this with every cell in your body. Let this truth wash over you like a healing wave. No one, and I mean no one, can ever truly take what the universe has destined for you. Even if they schemed, even if they lied, even if they pushed you out of your own story and tried to write you out of the script, there is a divine power they can never, ever control. The light, your magnificent Aries light, was never in their hands to begin with. It has always belonged to you, and what is written for you in the stars cannot be erased by anyone on earth. Do you remember those nights? The ones where you felt so utterly defeated, staring at the ceiling and asking the universe, why? Why are they sleeping peacefully while my heart is in 1,000 pieces? In those moments of surrender, dear Aries, you were not being defeated. You were planting the seeds of your own miraculous comeback, not through anger, but through the profound act of letting go. There is a sacred law that transcends all doctrines. What the universe opens, no one can close, and what it closes, no one can open. You are standing at that exact celestial intersection right now. The door to your past is closing, and a grand portal to your future is swinging wide open. The blessings are returning. Karma isn't just about consequence, it's also about reward, and you will see it. The things they took will begin to flow back to you, but not in their old form. Oh no, they return magnified, glorified, and infused with divine interest. They return as new opportunities that feel destined just for you. They return as a newfound wisdom that makes you unshakable. They return as a fierce, unconditional self-love that you learned to cultivate in the ashes of what you lost. They once thought you were weak because you chose peace over conflict, because you walked away instead of engaging in their petty battles. But what they never understood about the Aries spirit is that you don't chase what is already divinely yours. It will find its way back to you, just as the sun inevitably rises, just as spring returns to conquer the winter. You don't need to strive and struggle for it. You only need to keep your heart open and ready to receive. I know you were once made to feel invisible. They tried to cut you out of the very picture you had painted with your soul. But you did not disappear, my love. You were simply being hidden by the universe, protected and polished in sacred seclusion, so that you could re-emerge at the perfect moment, a dazzling miracle that no one could deny. Can you feel it? That subtle, irreversible shift beneath the surface of your life. It is the universe restoring your kingdom. And do you want to know the deepest secret of why their world is crumbling? It's because you are no longer holding it up for them. You once carried their burdens in your prayers, absorbed their negative karma with your own life force just to keep them stable. But now, you have put them down, and only now can karma find its rightful address. Don't be surprised when you hear from them again. Not with an apology, perhaps, but with a question laced with bewildered awe. How are you doing so well? And your life itself will be the answer. Because you did what they couldn't. You chose to heal. You chose the light. And now, everything you once lost is returning to you, not in the way you once begged for it, but in the way your soul truly needs it. A sudden gift. A new love who sees your fire and isn't afraid of its heat. A peace of mind that is more valuable than any treasure. Let's anchor this incredible energy. Write this down or say it aloud with me. I now receive all that is divinely mine, in love and in light. Feel the power in those words. You are worthy, not because you are flawless, but because you have been radically, bravely, and beautifully true to your warrior heart. And now, my dear brave Aries, we arrive at the final gateway. This is not an ending. This is the silent, sacred coronation of your soul. There were days you believed you would never rise again, not because you lacked strength, but because you were so profoundly tired. Tired of being the strong one. Tired of fighting battles for people who wouldn't even stand up for themselves. Tired of loving with the full force of your being, only to be met with lukewarm indifference. And yet, look at you. You are still here, not just surviving, but on the verge of truly thriving with a quiet, unshakable power that no one saw coming. They thought their absence, their betrayal, their words would be the final blow. But they forgot the most fundamental truth about the soul of an Aries. You were forged in cosmic fire. You were not born to be broken by the chill of someone else's heart. You didn't retaliate with angry words. You didn't engage in their games. You simply removed your magnificent presence from spaces that were no longer worthy of you. And that silence, that powerful absence, has become the loudest truth they have ever had to face. You were once called too much, too passionate, too intense, too honest. But while they were busy criticizing your fire, you were quietly using it to forge yourself anew in the dark. No one saw the tears. No one offered a hand. But you mended your own cracks with the liquid gold of your resilience. You lit your own path with the inextinguishable spark of your own spirit. You made it through the long night, not to defeat them, but to ensure you would never, ever lose yourself again. The greatest victory, as the wisest souls have taught, belongs not to the one with the sharpest sword, but to the one who knows how to lay their own sword down and walk away in peace, even when their heart still aches. The universe is now preparing a feast for you in the presence of those who doubted you. Your cup is about to overflow. What they took no longer matters, because what you are receiving in return is a reborn version of yourself, a self that no longer needs to explain its light, a self that no longer needs an apology to feel whole. The scars you carry are not signs of damage. They are markings of a warrior who has been through the fire and emerged with a crown of wisdom and serenity that no one can ever take from you. The peace you now carry didn't come from them finally understanding you. It came from you finally letting go of the need to be understood. You have become your own validation. You closed the old door, perhaps with trembling hands, but with an unwavering faith in the new one that was opening. Not everyone survives what you have endured, Aries. Not everyone keeps their hearts so warm after being left in the cold. But you did, alone, silently, proudly. You are not a fragile flower that blossomed in a perfect garden. You are a wild, magnificent star that learned to shine its brightest in the deepest, darkest night. This is your coronation, held in the sacred cathedral of your own heart. No applause is needed because your soul is finally home. You once prayed for their return. Now, they pray for a fraction of the peace you embody. Take a deep, final breath. Place a hand over your heart. And if you feel the profound truth of this message, please allow yourself a smile. That light was never theirs to give you. It was always and will always be yours. This is no longer a story about who hurt you. This is the epic saga of a warrior soul who dared to feel, dared to let go, and dared to rise again. The universe has seen your journey. Your name is written not in ink, but in starlight. Thank you for being here with me today, for allowing your brave heart to hear this message. The journey ahead is yours to create, and it is destined to be magnificent.